Nathan, you've had a few days to reflect on Saturday's game against Lincoln City. How do you look back on it?
Look, all the stats and the numbers were pretty dominant in our favour, but we didn't defend our box well enough. We allowed an old player of mine to do what he does best, and then we had to chase the game. A lot of positives in how we reacted, how we came back, and probably only one side going to win it at that stage, but we just gave ourselves too much to do, and I don't want to do that and go back to the older days where we've got to get three to win a game. That's not what we built on.
And this week you were nominated for League One Manager of the Month for March, winning 5 of 7 games. How much does that reflect on how well the team are doing at this stage?
Well, it is. I mean, realistically, it's looked upon. If you get nominated for Manager of the Month, it's usually based on results, which are team results. No one checks the tactical changes or the tactical stuff or the work you've done in between that. So when it's Manager of the Month, your team has performed in that month. So what it means is we've had a really good month. So if we keep getting, it's the second month being nominated, so it means that we're right in the top 4 of points takers in the division, and that's a good place to be.
Macaulay Gillespie nominated for Player of the Month for March as well. Now has 5 goals for us this season. How important has he been?
Well, he gets better week in, week out. When we first come, we had to work with him to do certain things that we wanted. He's a wonderful footballer. Now he's chipping in with goals, which you always want centre halves to do. He's as good a technician as there is in the league. So look, we're just delighted for him. But as I said, these awards are a lot of them are. The player one is more personal. The manager one is again a team one. But it shows that we're in a good place.
You've had a full week of training since last weekend. How have you been using it?
Similar to what we do. A few needed a bit of rest, a few needed a bit of work, and we've done that. And we come into today in much better shape.
And Tyrese Campbell missed Saturday's game. How close is he to a return?
Well, a lot closer than he was last week. He was a calf, just tightness that we didn't take any chances with. So as I said, with an extra week, he's a lot closer to the squad.
And Lloyd Jones also, he's missed the last 2, a lot closer as well?
Exactly the same in terms of that. We haven't rushed these. These are 2 of our best players, so we didn't rush them or put them. It's not that stage of the season yet, but we want to get all our best players back.
Did everyone come through Saturday okay? Any fresh injury worries this week at all?
No, look, as I said, we've used it well in terms of freshening up, in terms of giving others a bit of work, and as I said, we're in a better position for it.
While we didn't play midweek, other teams did. Were you keeping an eye on what was going on elsewhere?
Well, you have a look at the final score and things, but it's nothing you can do. What we've got to do is get to our points total, the maximum we can get, and then it's up to other people. So, as I said, I don't think too much damage was done in midweek, but we're not looking to rely on anyone else. We haven't got to the position we are relying on other people. In fact, we've had to make sure that we've climbed our own ladder, if you like.
A trip to Cambridge United on Saturday. What can we expect from them?
The toughest of games, always a really tough game. They've got a lot to play for. We got a lot to play for. It's a difficult place to go. Coming up against Neil Harris's side is always difficult. So we're going to have to be, we're going to have to do all the basics really, really well, and then be the best version of ourselves to get anything from the game.
We say it every week, you'll be back by a sold-out away end. How important will their support be on Saturday?
Yeah, well, look, I hope we give them a real good thing to get behind this week. We let ourselves down at Peterborough, only in the goals that we conceded, not in the level of performance, and we don't want to go through that again.